to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past the future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Fight the war. Fight the war. Oh, who cares why we're fighting? It's about the fight. Let the writers writing settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. Souls in the rooms, or rubble in the streets, corpses near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our oaths complete. All we waited for now, past the future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss the ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. That's what happens when you say that last word. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, everybody? Hello, welcome to the wonderful people of the internet. What's going on from the people in the room? I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to December 30th. Here, 2014, as we close out the end of 2014. It's right now in the big city, it is about 31 degrees, 32 degrees, something like that. So it's a little colder than it has been the last few days. I have to say, knock on wood, thus far, this has been a fairly mild winter, which technically only began the 21st of December. But really, like, you know, from the second week of December on, you're basically into winter weather. And this has not been too bad so far, so can't complain too much. But in any case, I hope everyone is doing well. It is a pleasure to see everyone. What is up, Polar, Roix, hello, Messiah, hello, Mike, hello, Brahor, hello, Ashen, Sanosin, Ashen. What's up, Lego Freak? Hello, Burner. What's up, Apples? Good to see everybody. Burner, surgery man, really? I hope everything is okay, dude. But welcome into the fold. I am here. I am not feeling well, I should say. Surgery on December 23rd. Oh my God, I hope it went okay, Burner. I am not recovering from surgery. I am recovering from a bad cold, which pretty much knocked me out the last day and a half or so. I've been working on a short story that I need to get in by tomorrow, and I think I will have it done. I'm just about finished with it, and so I'm looking forward to actually reading it to you folks. So I'll be demoing that story in the next few days on stream. That's going to be part of the Origins anthology coming out next year, and typically those anthologies have gone on to be a regular anthology outside of that, a print anthology that gets published outside of that. Time Travel Tales, that a story of mine, The Caretaker of Meyer, was in. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Caretaker of Meyer wasn't in that. It was Sanction, I think, was in that story. I can't remember which was which now, but anyway, but that Time Travel Tales ended up being published by Silence in the Library. Those are the people doing my graphic novel Icarus. So there's that. And then Time Travel Tales Volume 2 just came out, by the way, which has my story, The Lost Sweeper of Calden. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, anyone who's interested, you guys should check that out because The Lost Sweeper of Calden was actually, the name was created by chat. Or I should say that people came up with that idea. So I actually solicited suggestions from chat about possible titles for that story after I read it. And you guys came up with some ideas that we eventually put together to form The Lost Sweeper of Calden. That is now published and exists. So you guys are now out. Are now out in the public eye and visible and all that kind of stuff. So, but this one that I'm working on right now is just about done. So I will debut that story sometime over the next couple of days. Other than that, and then after that, it's going to be a couple of days of relaxing and then into continued work on my fourth novel. But things continue to move ahead on that score. Also, obviously, a lot of family time and getting ready for the new year 2015. As far as the stream is concerned, we're going back into Dragon Age today. We'll be doing Dragon Age today, and then the next stream later on this week, probably on Friday. Saturday is going to be either Divinity Original Sin co-op stream with Series Runner. I have to confirm that with him. That might be a more marathon session possibly, or we may be doing some D&D either then or over the weekend because we're almost done with Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle, so we're sort of closing in on the end of that. That has been a lot of fun as well. And then after that, sometime in the next month, I hope to be able to get an interview together. I don't know if it'll happen the next month, but I hope to at least have the date set sometime in the next month for the interview with the folks at Obsidian about Pillars of Eternity, and then a couple of other fun things down the line that I'm looking at as well in terms of interviews and appearances and stuff like that. And to find out about all of that, you can, of course, follow my stream by hitting the follow button. You can also find out about more about stuff in between streams by following the Steam group. That's just !Steam group and join that. We have 189 members there now, so you can join that and become part of the in-between conversation in between streams. And then the last thing, of course, is the YouTube channel, which is ArvTube, !ArvTube. And if you check that out, then you can see all the past broadcasts that have been done with this as well. So that is the deal with that. It is a pleasure to see everybody. And now I'm going to switch off my picture. I'm going to warn everybody. You're going to be looking at a sick guy. Sick guy. You can probably tell. I certainly feel sick. You notice the reddish nose for extra stuff. This pretty much, this right here, these have been my constant friend. These right here. You guys, for those of you who do not have those of you who do not have children, at some point, if you end up having families of your own, you will realize that the way this usually works is that when you do have children, your family household will typically have a cold ravage through the house, and no matter how you try to avoid it, it's going to happen. And I think my mother-in-law is trying to avoid getting sick, but may end up having it happening. We have central air anyway, so it's kind of like, even if I tried to be, I try to be very careful and wash hands and do all that kind of stuff. Oh, thank you, Polar. I appreciate it. But even if I try to do everything I can, I'm still going to be able to pass on this sickness to somebody. Like it's just, it can't be avoided. So my daughter had it, and then my wife had it, and now I have it. And I guess the only thing that's good about it is if you're going to get sick, I usually have about 1 or 2 colds a year, and that's pretty much it, is just about 2 colds a year. But if I'm going to get a cold, I have to say, I would rather be sick in between Christmas and New Year's because, you know, I'm home anyway. I can hang out. I can try to do some writing, play some games, watch some TV, and just sort of chill. As long as I'm not really missing Christmas time, and then New Year's is not as important, but it's nice to be able to, be sort of up and functional. Then it's not too bad. So I guess it could be worse. Yeah, I know, Messiah. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Arv. I know, it's true. Although I have to say something about Messiah in just a minute. Messiah's, jokes about me will not be I will ignore them today because of something else she did recently, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But Burner, I just want to say again, I'm glad that you're now in recovery, and yeah, continued, best of luck with that, man. I'm sure from the way it described, I'm sure you did. I may look better than you from the way you described it. So hang in there, man. I'm glad that you're able to watch this and and at least have some fun and take your mind off of current things as you're watching the stream. That's a big part of what the stream is about. Now, I want to publicly call out a few people who have been doing over the last 3 or 4 days that I have not been streaming, who have been very generous to the stream. I think I had already mentioned that Gentlein had recently given me a bunch of games to give away, which are cool. But the person who has been like sort of knocking it out of the park on this score is Messiah. And actually, I just realized I have to add 2 more. The Witcher and the not cap locks. Witcher 2. Yeah. So Messiah has, over the last couple of days, given me Shadowrun Returns, 2 Shadowrun Returns, actually. She has given me Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall, the Director's Cut. She has given me the Deus Ex Collection. And today she gave me The Witcher and The Witcher 2. So I don't know. What's up, Sir TV? So I don't know if Messiah has just sort of stumbled into some lottery winnings or what, but it is, as I said to her in a message, it was above and beyond the call of duty. I am very grateful. Thank you so much, Messiah. I appreciate it. So yeah, so I will accept the Rudolph, or actually the Rudolph. I will accept the Rudolph insult. Insofar as she was very kind to the stream. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, Messiah. And thank you guys, as always, for being a part of the stream. I appreciate it very much, and you guys are the best. So Dragon Age today, we are going to get into it and get some progress made, hopefully. After Dragon Age is finished, by the way, we're going to be moving on after that to Ultima Underworld. I have to finish my Ultima Underworld run. Then we're going to do the Talisman of Death Fighting Fantasy game book I'm going to be doing with you guys. And then after that, I don't know. Then I have to decide between a few games. Assassin's Creed 4 is standing out there as a possibility. Trails of Sky is something I keep wanting to try. I've been thinking about doing it, and actually Backburner, who's here, is the one who gave that to me, so I'm thinking about that. And then there's some other options too. Shroud of the Avatar. The Witcher, apparently, The Witcher 3 has been delayed to like May, I think it was, or April or May or something like that. So last thing I wanted to mention quickly before I got into this is that I actually saw, let's see, I actually saw recently, actually yesterday, I was, as I was trying to do some writing and, blow my nose out of my head, I was actually watching Graydon playing Elite Dangerous. That game looks gorgeous. I mean, I have to say, as someone who was a big Wing Commander fan, yeah, I'm thinking about it, definitely, Burner. I have to think, too, about how it's going to stream, about whether it's going to be fun to watch, but that's fair enough, Messiah. I appreciate that. Monica and Bobby love. But what was I saying? Yes. So anyway, Elite Dangerous looks gorgeous. I love the old Wing Commanders. And I have to admit that I am a little nervous about the whole Star Citizen thing. I know a lot of people who are big on that game and are talking about how great it's going to be. And a friend of the stream, Wes, who runs We Are the Romantics, who, as you guys know, I like a lot and have a lot of respect for. He's a big, big Star Citizen guy on Twitch. And where's the game? I mean, like they said it was going to take a very long time, but I mean, that game to me seems like the poster child for feature creep. And the more that I see about it, the more I'm like, is this game actually ever going to be released? Is it ever going to be out there? Like, I understand that there's like little modules, like the dog fighting module and the hangar module, but I don't know. I'm still a little nervous about whether the game is possibly able to reach the expectations that have been set for it. And in the meantime, I'm like, Elite Dangerous reminds me a lot of Privateer. It looks pretty damn good. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. The story is not really strong enough, I don't think, for me to want to play Elite Dangerous. But I am interested in playing some kind of a space combat sim that would be really story-based and interesting at some point. I'd be interested in checking that out at some point. In addition, not counting the Wing Commanders, which I've already played. But I love those games in the day, and I love the sort of story-based stuff. TIE Fighter, I love TIE Fighter, X-Wing. So, but there just has not been any real game like that for a long time. So, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to mention I had seen Elite Dangerous and I was impressed. Welcome back from County Kilkenny. Welcome back, Psychotic. Welcome back the other side of Ireland. Welcome back. All right. So, with all that said, let us get into some game. And I apologize in advance for my probably somewhat nasal voice. and occasional coughs that you will hear, insofar as I have still a cold. Hey, Build, what's up, man? While we're going through the interminable loading screen, I'll warn everybody again about, hopefully there's not going to be an issue with this, but occasionally the stream gets kicked off as Arjun makes its connection because, I don't know, because of Arjun reasons. But what are people's plans for New Year's? Anyone have exciting plans? Are you guys going to be watching the ball drop either in person? You know, I've lived in New York City now for over 10 years, and I've never actually gone to watch the ball drop. And the reason usually is that although I could easily do it, oh, nice, Psychotic. Although I could easily go do it, it's such a pain to try to get downtown with that many people there. So, I don't know. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but so your plans are to relax. You're going to party like it's 2015. We're going to party like it's 2015. Oh, you're going to be at work, Ashen? Oh, really? Nice, I got it. You're going to be at work over midnight? Past midnight? Do you work a night shift? Friend's house to eat and be with other friends. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, nice. Nice. Awesome. Oh, you work nights. Okay. Wow, very nice, Psychotic. Awesome. There's a, you work nights. That's cool, Ashen. There's I remember actually being in a, I think it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I was out in Seattle where my wife is from. And I was absolutely sick as a dog. We were supposed to, and it was this sort of same thing. Like, I get 2 colds a year, and I got the same thing, except it was more than that. I think it was probably mild flu, because it was super achy and couldn't move and all that stuff, or felt like I couldn't move. So, we were supposed to go over the mountains into eastern Washington to visit some of my wife's extended relatives, and there's just no way I was going to do that. So I ended up actually staying at home and just kind of chilling out, or staying at their place and chilling out. Excuse me, in Seattle. And so I ended up with my friend Russ, who's been on this stream before. I ended up just sort of hanging out virtually online and playing online golf. This is true. Playing online golf with him as I watched the ball drop. And as I played the online, so I played online golf, I watched the ball drop, and then I was listening, I'll never forget it, to, I was listening to Union Station and Alison Krauss. They had like a live performance on. So that's basically what I did. I listened to Union Station and Alison Krauss. I watched the ball drop, and I was playing virtual golf with my friend. That's what I did. Most exciting New Year's ever. Super, super exciting. Oh, they're giving you the day before off? Oh, okay. Oh, God. Yeah, 'tis the season, I guess, Psychotic, man. I had a little bit of a sore throat on Sunday. I went to do a live D&D campaign with friends of mine. And I started to feel a little bit, sort of... I did get a hole-in-one, actually, Polar. Now that you mention it, I did, actually. I can't even remember the name of that golf game. It was a cool online golf game. I can't remember what it was, though. So yeah, so I started feeling a little bit sore throat, whatever, on Sunday. And then, or I should say, no, not Saturday, on Saturday. And then Sunday, I was feeling kind of lousy. I sort of stayed and watched football, tried to write a little bit. Yesterday, I felt like absolute garbage. Pretty much never left my bed except to go to the bathroom and back again. And then this morning, I'm starting to feel better. So, but there is not a chance I would have been streaming yesterday feeling like this. Your friend's 7-month-old cat is freaking huge. He's 10 pounds of fluff and cuddles. Nice. Okay, here lies the abyss. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go find the warden. That's what I wanted to do. This thing appealed to me, this quest, so I want to do it. This is... Hey, gent. What's up, man? How you doing, gentlemen? This is indeed on PC, and I like it a lot. Especially now that the story is picked up. Good to see everyone. Alright. Should be some waiting to report in. How about the Teventer Resistance? It seems Dorian was correct. Not only do Tevinter Templars not possess the ability to disrupt magic, Tevinter Magisters are flummoxed when they encounter such abilities. There was an attack on Magister Talani's estate, but our agent, Sir Belinda Darrow, reports that it was handily beaten back and is unlikely to return anytime soon. Magister Talani sends her thanks, as well as some artifacts stripped from the attackers and a scented handkerchief. Don't ask, Cullen. Enhanced chain lightning ring. Nice. I use that quite a bit. Hissing waste resources. Our shipment of resources from the hissing wastes arrive. Lazarite and Vandal Aria. That's, as usual, very unimpressive. Fully understand what that is. Okay, there we go. Investigate Hunterfell. I knew I had another couple ones there. Hey, Bill. I understand, man. Yeah, you do the best you can, dude. That's cool. Let's see. A letter to Liliana with information on the Bard. I have heard only rumors, I fear, but it is said that her most intriguing aspect is her voice. It is of a unique quality, different from most Orlesian bards who are human or elven. New operation unlocked. Continue investigation. I'm going to send her right back out on the same thing. Continue the investigation. Excerpt from a Ben Hassaroth information report. We still have neither race nor background information on the Venator agent Hunterfell. The Bells are effectively nobility in the city. Any information about them is protected. We have confirmed that the Tal Vashoth, whatever else she may be, is not a mage. Whether she is or was one of Duke Tythus' lovers, she now appears to be in a relationship with a smuggler. Okay. An Orlesian woman in Hunterfell might have a fondness for items from home. Perhaps I can find out what she wears.
Let's see what we have.
Liliana did a good job on that so far, so let's keep her going on it. And then over here, we've got... Ooh, look at this. I don't have a lot of other... Well, that settles it. We face a Darkspawn Magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an Archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties and we have cause. Thetis will require little persuasion. Josephine. Information on conscripts, well enough Inquisition, but gold secures these things and more. Let me set you off on that. Alright. And I don't want to do a gather coin one. That's not interesting or important. I don't want to liberate the Emprise de Lyon yet. I'm going to do that later. Interesting. Is that all I've got? Maybe I will send her on that then, because I know what I'm going to do. All right. Stone and metals. No. How about Hinchelin resources? What I really want is elf root. Ah, you're not going to let me do that, are you? Fine, Cullen. Go get your crap.
All right.
Do whatever. Oh, really? About PSN? That's a PSN problem right there. What's up, Stolpen? Let's see the plots. I can try to give you a rundown, sure. So the rundown is as follows. So my guy is a guy who what happens is this follows the timeline of Dragon Age 2. I think it's like 10 years later, if I'm not mistaken. What happens is there is basically this conclave. The Magisters and basically the mages and the Templars are pissed at each other as always. So there's a battle between them, and part of that is that there's also a rebellion in the mages against having to be kept as part of this circle. They don't want to have to deal with that crap. So they decide to revolt, and then there's this back and forth stuff. So they decide to have a conclave where the divine Justinia, who's the leader basically of the chantry that commands the Templars, are going to all gather together with the mage rebellion and mages and stuff and kind of figure out a way to solve things. They all go to the conclave, and then there's this massive explosion in the conclave that basically wipes out a ton of Templars and mages and, of course, the divine Justinia. And out of that comes this huge rift in the Fade, basically, which allows these spirits to kind of spew out from it. And so which is obviously a big problem. So the only one who survives is my guy, who somehow survives. He's got a mark on his hand. He's a mage. He has a mark on his hand, and he somehow is able to close the rifts, Fade rifts. He's able to close them somehow, though nobody knows how. So he gathers together with the rest of these people who create this thing called the Inquisition, which is basically an ancient thing that occasionally people are able to do, which is sort of like, as I understand it, a combination of mages and Templars, and whose job it is basically to solve problems and to fix issues when the Chantry is incapable of doing it. As you might expect, the mages don't fully trust them. Obviously, the Chantry doesn't trust the Inquisition totally, but whatever. So I've got a military advisor, Cullen. I've got a spy master, basically a spy advisor, who's Liliana, and then I've got a diplomatic advisor, who's Josephine, each one who has their own abilities. So we start out of this place called Haven, and by the way, these are huge spoilers, but I think you were asking for that. So you have these huge spoilers. Oh, okay, so Gent has already explained it. That pretty much, yeah, pretty much, I was going on this big thing. I didn't even notice Gent had done that. More or less, that's it. A giant demon magician who's causing everything, and he's this guy, supposedly, Corypheus, who was one of the magisters who went into the Fade and, like, supposedly went to see the gods. So that's more or less the guy. So the big boss is Corypheus, and what I'm trying to do now is gather information. And I just was introduced to the hero of the previous story, Hawk, who's a Grey Warden. And so what I did was, this is the mission that he's sending me on, which I decided to do. So Hawk has revealed that Corypheus can influence the minds of Grey Wardens. If the Darkspawn brings them under his sway, he'll command a legion of highly skilled warriors. The Inquisition must hunt down Hawk's Grey Warden ally hiding in Crestwood to learn about the other Warden's plans. No one has traveled to or from Crestwood since the breach, and Liliana will send her fastest agents to discover what disaster has rendered it silent. A hastily scrawled note received by messenger bird. Right? Exactly, Apples. Wow, nice, Gent. Oh, he's not? I thought he was a Grey Warden. He's not? I never played DA2. I didn't know. He's some dude, then. I don't know who he is. No problem. Hawk's warden friend is somewhere here. Disappeared before we could talk to him. He's good. Be careful on the road. Lots of undead. People here need our help. Explain more once you're here. Harding. Alright, let's do it. I will take Sarah with me. I will take Dorian with me. And I will take... I still could use Varric instead of Sarah, but I still like the banter with these three. The only problem with this party is that I really need a tank, and I really don't have one. Because Bull is not a tank. If I wanted to use a tank, I should be using either... Blackwall or Cassandra. The problem is I don't like Blackwall or Cassandra. Blackwall is boring as all hell. That's the problem. And Cassandra is like, ugh. Just personality-wise, I love the sort of banter between Iron Bull and Dorian and Sarah. I love that banter. I just also find them, but you know, I don't know that they're sort of like the most effective as a fighting party. So, I know, Messiah. I know. The desperate desire to make a romance that is not going to happen between Iron Bull and myself. I do admire your consistency, though. Those exorbitant loading screens, though. Yay! Congratulations, gentlemen. You got a part-time job. Awesome. What's the job, gent? Start over and play a tank. Yeah. Don Cairo, who occasionally comes in here, was playing a two-handed warrior. I watched him play a little bit yesterday. Very different kind of thing.
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. But we've got trouble ahead.
If you're on edge, I should alert the entire Inquisition.
Or increase my hazard pay. That's an option.
The thing's that bad.
Whoa. What?
Oh.
Crestwood was the site of a flood 10 years ago during the Blight. It's not the only rift in the area, but after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake.
That should be fine.
You'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawk's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
I would love to do that. I just don't want the romance option, but that is pretty funny.
Have any undead attacked the camp?
We've had a few shamblers, but most head toward the village below. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Maker knows they'll want help. Good luck, and please be safe.
All right. I would like to equip some potions. As usual, I'm out of elf fruit. I really wish there was a way I could buy a ton of elf fruit instead of having to buy... Instead of having to, like, just search out. I just... If I could just spend the money, I would so much rather do that. I can't even tell you. I just do not want to be spending my time collecting freaking elf fruit. What's up, Requisition Officer?
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
This could help us.
What? Oh, I can already build it. Growing need for covered wagons to transport goods back to the Inquisition. Okay. Kapow. Have +1 power. Also a spirit blade hilt. Knights Enchanter learn to manifest their will as a physical blade, but first they craft a hilt. Must be as sturdy as powerful, blah, blah, blah. Within is bound a willing spirit that will weave mon into blade that can weaken out of existence, never break. Unit by the weapon they will fight with afterwards, but its construction teaches them such. Alright. Hey, what's up, Magical Star? Master TV. Okay. So now that I've got that spirit enchanter thing, because I don't actually want that specialization, I don't think. Return to Commander Helene. See, I don't want to do that. I don't want that. I want the, I think I want the Rift Mage, probably. So, can you guys correct me on this? If I go back to Commander Helene, the minute I do that, it's going to force me to become a Knight Enchanter, right? Because I don't want to do that. I want to become... I basically have decided on being a Rift Mage. So, to be a Rift Mage basically means I need to get those Venatori tomes. And then when I have those, then that'll allow me to make a Tome of Rift. So, I need to get Venatori tomes. So, I don't want to go back to Helene, right? Because if I do that, bad things will happen. As far as... Right? Alright, what else do you have for me?
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
That means that I have something else I can fulfill. I think, maybe. I need a Druffalo hide. Oh my god, Druffalers are so OP. So OP, those Druffalos. Okay, cool. Hi, Mike. What's going on, man? You should be able to drop Knight Enchanter if I finish the Rift Mage quest first. Are they? Well, see, okay, now, you know what? Let me sort of explain my reasoning. I played an Arcane Warrior in Dragon Age in the first one. This is a cool zone. It's kind of like, this has got like a Ravenloft feel. It's neat. Oh my god, Elfroot, as I was just complaining about not having any Elfroot. So here's the deal. I played an Arcane Warrior in Dragon Age, and one of many problems I had with that game is that there was a certain point where I'm like, I want to be back, like, blowing people away from a distance. I don't want to be running up front and hitting them with a sword. If I was going to do that, I would be a warrior. So my question would be, is a Knight Enchanter like that? Is a Knight Enchanter like up front battling people? Because if that's what it is, I don't want it. If a Knight Enchanter is someone who's a good mage, but occasionally if someone gets past him, he can whip out a sword and do some damage, that's fine. But what I don't want is to make a guy who's kind of like a hybrid mage warrior type, which I'm just not. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. What Bill just described. Ah, thank you, Ralphie. Thank you, Ralphie. What's up, man? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a mage tank. I really do not. I want to be a mage. I do not want to be a mage tank. So, that's the only concern that I have. Let's see.
Must be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
Swimming?
Really? It's called a battle mage? No, 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 no. Not in the first one it's not, though, Messiah. In the first one it's called an arcane warrior, which is what I was talking about. There we go. In the first one it was called a arcane warrior. That's what I was talking about, wasn't it? Wasn't it called a arcane warrior, I thought? Maybe? No? I thought it was. Yeah, I thought about Necro, except that I'm not really crazy. I do actually like the controller mage, but I'm not down with it necessarily for this game. Hi, Flat Hat. What's up? I mean, I don't mind having my guy, because I don't actually have a real tank. I wouldn't mind having a situation where if someone closes on me, like comes up close to me, I have a way to deal with them. I'm not objecting to that. I just don't want to be a guy who to me is kind of like not very good at any of them. You know what I mean? I'm not really interested in, well, as I've said. I realized I got to put his ring on. I need to put on his enhanced chain lightning ring. Hey, what's up, Hippo? Force mage, spirit healer, blood mage. No aggro generation. Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't want to. I mean, so their ability, basically the ability that they have is that they're not going to get smoked if someone gets up on top of them and starts attacking them. Is that basically the idea? The basic thing that's different about it is the fact that, yeah, that's definitely better, is that they're going to get, nice, is that they're not going to be, is that they're not going to get destroyed if someone comes up on top of them, basically, right? Knights Enchanters have melee damage and mitigation, but not aggro control. You get an ability that does melee range splash damage, and you constantly regen barriers and reflect damage. Well, I like that. That's interesting. Well, now you guys have given me some food for thought. So, is the benefit of the Rift Mage just that he's an incredible badass mage? Is that all that it is? So a Rift Mage is just like a really, really crazy awesome mage. Is that the idea? Which admittedly is sort of a nice thought too. Ooh, hey. Nice burning fire in the fireplace. Yeah, because that's exactly it, Mike. I feel like on this playthrough in this game, I just want to be a mage. A point AoE that weakens, mana regeneration if you use it, and some point AoE soft control. What's up, Addy? Mana regeneration. I like that. I like the sound of mana regeneration. Okay. And a necromancer and a necro specialist is basically just a it's just a controller, right? So he's basically a summoner guy, summoner type guy who can summon undead and Rift Mage is basically direct damage and debuffs Night Enchantress durability. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I want to be a Rift Mage then.
Undead by the gates.
Let's do it.
Boy, that range on the static cage. Thanks for your help. We haven't seen the end of these creatures. Well, alright, Inquisitor's on the case. You shall not pass! Okay. Okay, that's right. This village looks like it's in great shape. This is like the opening of Diablo 3. You run up to the village. You're rooting for Rift Mage from the beginning. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it just feels right. Day's not dull. You're hanging out here now, Magical Star. No more dull day. What's up, Gald?
Why doesn't Judith live in the village while this is going on? Make her, if something happens.
Who's Judith?
Are you looking for someone named Judith?
Oh, was I speaking out loud? Judith lives outside the village. I asked her to hide here when the undead came, but she wouldn't hear it.
Why not?
Why wouldn't she hide where it's safer?
Likes her space, she says. I told Judith my house was big enough. Me and the boy could sleep in the barn if she wanted room. She turned me down.
Good day to you.
And to you.
In before she's already dead. See, now look at this environmentally responsible village. See, they got grass on the top here of these roofs, right? This is an environmentally responsible village, people. This is the house of tomorrow, thousands of years ago.
I'll come out when it's safe. Who is that anyway?
Come in.
Still out there.
Oh, God. Get out here, man. What? Oh, the mayor's house. Okay. It's like, what? Alright, let's go talk to the mayor, people. Mr. Mayor. Mr. John Mayor? Whoa, pop in.
Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village, at your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
First of all, I want to explain...
We're not just gonna leave them.
First of all, you need to explain to me why you just sort of popped in right in front of me. How do I know you're not an undead? No, I'm just kidding.
The undead are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake. It's coming from the caves below Old Crestwood. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village, killing the refugees we took in.
What about draining the lake? What about draining the lake, which I'm sure is available with currently available technology?
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade rift.
Drain it? There must be some other way.
There's not. There's really not.
You'd have to evict the bandits of the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
Wait a minute. What logo was on my hat? Magical star. A gigantic fire trap. I know, right? I was just practicing a visibility spell. So wait. This guy says, I can't ask you to risk your life against bandits. If you want to actually figure out a way to close the Fade Rift, deal with Fade demons and legions of undead, that's fine. Wait, what? Don't get out of a conversation with me, you bastard.
Your worship, is there any way to stop the dead from rising?
Yes, first of all, you can shut the hell up and stay where I tell you
The undead
to.
are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake. It's coming from the caves below Old Crestwood. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight.
I know this. You told me this already.
Wiped out
And then
the
you
village,
left.
killing the refugees we took in.
You got rain coming in on your bookshelves, bro. That is a wet bookshelf, sir. Those books are not going to survive.
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade rift.
Well, look, exactly, Apples. Look.
There must be some other
I don't
way.
want to risk your life against bandits. Against undead, sure.
There's really not.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
Trust me, I fought worse than bandits and the undead.
Then I have no choice. This key unlocks the gate to the dam controls past the fort. The rift must be in the caves under Old Crestwood. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
Alright, tell me about Crestwood's history. I know exactly, right, Apples?
Tell me about your village.
They do suck.
It's
Moisture.
been happier days.
Hey-oh.
We farm what we can, trade with the merchants who travel the King's Road. We only want peace, your worship. It's all we've ever wanted.
It's all you've ever wanted.
What can you tell me about the bandits camped in the fort?
The highwaymen, thugs and thieves. They make a living raiding caravans on the King's Road.
That ends today.
Dead rose from the lake. The bandits killed the old gamekeeper and the fort and took it for themselves.
That ends today.
We could have saved people if we'd been able to hide there instead of in our homes.
I'm surprised a town as small as Crestwood outlasted the Blight.
It was a close thing. The Darkspawn followed a band of refugees running from the Blight. Some of the refugees they were very ill. But we took them in. They perished when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood.
How did Darkspawn manage that?
They found the dam's controls, wrecked them. All I remember is the refugees and villagers screaming as they drowned. And now, they return to us.
Alright.
Until later.
Of course.
Alright, I'm going to solve your problem. First of all, we're going to get this keep. We're going to take out this keep. We're going to get rid of these bandits. Second thing, we're going to close this rift. And we're going to do that because we've got the tools. We got the talent. Action, that's funny. Honey, the tree roots have grown into the pantry again. The Enderfells are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world, for two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses can't even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Murdain, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Weishaft Fortress, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes. The most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Okay. Alright. Oh.
Yes, Inquisitor?
No, no, no.
Farewell.
So there's Crestwood. That's the Abyss. That's the Naturalist. That's the Still Waters. Okay. So, I guess we're going to go this way first, although in the process we'll see what happens, because I'm probably going to have to take care of this. Well, no, let me pick up that camp first if I can, and then we'll see what happens. Exactly, Apples. Third thing is we're going to build you people some roofs. What actually happened is that the Darkspawn was like, the hell with this. You want this place? No. That's what you want. You want to build a village that nobody actually wants. That's the key to avoiding destruction. This board has several papers and scraps of paper pinned to it. No one is to approach the dragon again. I have sent messages to the capital. We must wait for them to arrive. Meanwhile, we will dredge the lake for any sign of Henry at first light. Mayor Dedrick. One of my lambs went missing. Stripe on front right hoof disappeared yesterday evening at Upper Meadow. Irvin. If anyone spots Eddie, send for me. Don't let her sweet talk you into anything else. She knows what she did. Penelope. Need rake? I will lend you one for 5 copers. Come see me. I also have wagon. It's very good, but Ned's rep. You can have it. Just come take it away from my home. Bring wheels. Why? Someone has also carved Milton and Lonnie into the backboard. Nice. It's like a community board. Every good village needs a community board. Pizza for dinner equals success. Nice. There you go. See? Ooh, there's a landmark. Let me pick up the landmark since I'm right here. I claim this random place. Memory of the drowned. On the 8th day of Bloomingtide, 9:30 Dragon, we fought the 5th Blight. We remember the night the dam broke open, drowning the Darkspawn in floodwater. We remember the cries of those swept away, our families and good neighbors. We remember refugees who took shelter with us, also lost in the dark. We give their souls to the Maker. Beloved Andraste, guide them to his side. Carved into the base of a memorial statue in Crestwood above a list of names. What's going on here?
You honor us, Inquisitor. I am Sister Vaughan. Does the mayor finally plan to drain the lake? I must find someone to retrieve the remains.
Hey, what's up, Sir Toon? Sir Toon just followed me yesterday. Welcome in, ma'am. Sir. It is good stuff. Hey, Hillness. Let's see about draining the lake. Is this a funeral?
Have I interrupted a funeral service?
We lost many friends in the first attack. There will be endless time to mourn. The fear is how many more will be added to the pyre.
You want to exhume the corpses at the bottom of the lake?
They were the Maker's children. Their earthly bodies deserve better than abandonment in a mire. A funeral
What's up, EMC?
will help put living minds at ease.
What did you mean by finally drain the lake?
The undead returned only after the light in the lake appeared. If we want to stop them, we must investigate. But the mayor sent no one.
Nice,
at all.
Hillness.
I fear he thinks that emptying the waters would unleash even more monsters on us.
Until later.
Farewell.
Okay. Drain the lake to reach the bodies. Oh, yes. Logging stand. Logging stand. Does whatever a logging stand does. Loot this bag. Then I'll claim what I get. Boo, yeah. Pow! My logging stand. Nice. Okay. Now, where was I? So, I've got another quest to do here. I don't know, guys. I didn't realize I was going to be spending my time saving Seattle. Look at this rain. It's pretty awesome, though. Look at that. It's pretty cool. I really like a lot of the zone design in here. Except for the hinterlands, but everything else. Hey, what's up, Lee? Yeah, I am ready for the playoffs. It's going to be rough for the Steelers, though, because Le'Veon Bell, thank God they found out that he doesn't have any actual structural damage to his knee, but they don't think he's going to, it's just a hyperextension, but he's not going to be ready probably for the Baltimore game, and that's going to be difficult. Because the Steelers did real well against them last time, but they needed Bell, so I'm a little worried about that. Harris is good. I mean, Harris is a good player, but Archer, who's their other running back, is like this tiny, like 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing, as they used to say. And he's not going to be a big bruising back that they need against Baltimore. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. People who were like, oh, no, you want to lose because it'd be better to play the Colts. I don't want to play the Colts at the Colts. I still think the Colts are vulnerable, yes. But I'd rather have the home game. So I'm very pleased with how the Steelers finished the season. And it'll be fun. I think they can beat the Ravens, but it's going to be really rough without Bell. What's up, Templar? They came from the big event that wiped out every leader. No, where's the new Shadowrun setting? Is it in? Where did they announce it? Mostly my objection to the hinterlands. What the hell? Why can I not get over? Maybe I can't go the way and I have to go down and around. Whoops, sorry guys. My main objection to it is just the fact that I spent a bunch of time, like the first 6-7 hours of the game, I spent a lot of time in the hinterlands thinking, why did I get, you know, I don't want to play this game anymore because I'm really tired of the place where I am. So once I got out, the game improved immeasurably. So I think that's basically what I'm at. That's the only reason I'm thinking of it that way. Maybe I have to go down below to do this. Oh, I thought I could... Man, I thought I could climb that roof.
Maker, it's the end of the world. I'll come out when it's safe.
God damn it.
Who is that anyway?
Yeah. Who's your team again, Lee? I'm sorry. Remind me who it is. Who are you a fan of? I hate to say it. I still think that this is the Patriots Super Bowl to lose. Besides the Steelers, who obviously I want to win. But I'm actually rooting for the Packers to win it if the Steelers don't. Because I like Aaron Rodgers. And incidentally, with all, you know, I don't think Wyval is here yet. With all respect to him, because I know he's a Lions fan, Sue 100% deserved a suspension. 100%. He's a dirty player, and he deserves exactly what he got for doing what he did to Rodgers. It's a dirty, dirty play. Is the fort? What is this? Well, I tried to get out as soon as I could, MC, but I didn't really know what I was doing first, you know? So, oh, it's in Hong Kong. Nice. The last time Pittsburgh played the Colts in playoffs was back in 06, Indianapolis won that, so facing Baltimore along with being at home is a plus. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Magical, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with the nature of it as, I'm okay with him getting the suspension that he did. But, you know what? They better not give him a fine. He deserves it. The guy, this is not his first rodeo. He's done this a bunch of times. He's a dirty player. Everyone in the league knows that he's a dirty player. They talk about it all the time. He deserves exactly what he got. That was really wrong. Yeah, technically I have to sort of root for Seattle in part. I mean, again, not against the Steelers. But I have to root for them because my wife's a big Seattle fan. My father-in-law for Christmas actually sent me a Seahawks jersey. And I was kind of like... I was like, thank you, but I'm a Steelers fan. You know, it would be like me going to a Yankees store and sending my friends up in Boston like a Babe Ruth jersey. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Red Sox fan. I'm not going to wear Yankees paraphernalia, and I don't want to wear Seahawks paraphernalia, except, like, I have a Seahawks hoodie. That's fine. I wear that once in a while. I mean, not a hoodie, a sweater, and stuff like that. But a jersey? I was like, I don't know. I see. Tatter Journal. The bandits are just across the way, so I can keep an eye on those bastards. I've managed to take back some of the supplies they stole from that traveling merchant. They didn't even see it coming, but I'm not afraid. If they want to fight, they can come and get me. I guess that they did actually get a fight. First of all, let me claim this random place that I don't even know. Hidden cave. A wooden facade has been erected at the mouth of this cave, presumably to shield any occupants from the weather. Alright, well, let's see what's inside this hidden cave, shall we? How far back does this hidden cave go, I wonder? My god, man. I really wish healing potions are made out of deep mushrooms. Because I've got to have 150 of those at this point. Is that a nug? Wait, I need a nug. Sorry, nug. Sorry, nug. I apologize, nug, but I really need nug skin for something. I don't remember what. I need it for a rune or something. What? Hello, people in this hidden cave. Please ignore me while I collect all your resources. Hello. I'm sure you won't mind that I'm in your hidden cave.
We don't need any trouble.
Oh no, you're not going to get any trouble from me. I'm just going to loot everything in your cave. Take your mosaic piece. I'm going to steal a bunch of hides from you, and then I'm going to be on my way out. Ooh, I got the... Yes! I finished the puzzle block requisition. Nice. Doing that for a while. Alright. Alright, thank you so much for all of the stuff that you collected.
5 more dead last night. We'll not be able to hold out much longer.
Don't worry, I'll save you. Thanks for your contribution to the cause. Exactly, Arkbound. I need you to die for something I can't remember, but your death will not be in vain. Exactly. Let's rack! What's up, man? Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny, Arkbound. It's exactly what I was thinking, too. You will not die in vain. I don't know why you'll die. Oh, that's the fort? Oh, snap. That's the fort, people. I discovered a rocky slope. I think this is sort of a reality. You were impressed? Yeah. What's up, Derp? You were impressed? Yeah. Yeah, who was I think I was watching, I think Cairo's been playing this on his Xbox. I don't know if he's playing it on Xbox or on PS4. But I think it's, I want to say it was Xbox, but... Oh, God. Look at that. That's red lyrium. Alright, I'm going to head over to that fort in a minute. Alright, let's get ready for it, people. Man, I love how atmospheric this is. Oh, that sucks, Leshrac. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Burner told us before that he's in here right now is recovering from surgery as he watches. All I'm recovering from is a bad cold at the moment, but that's nothing compared to that. I hope you know, thoughts and prayers and all that with her, Leshrac. Hope she's doing okay. I totally agree, Bill. I just think they paced it wrong. I just don't think you should start people in the hinterlands. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, with respect, I'm glad you like the hinterlands EMC. It's not a bad zone. It's just such a boring, generic fantasy zone to me. Like, I've seen it a million times before. You start people in the Storm Coast. That's awesome. Or even this. This is cool. This is not like a standard zone. Oh, God. No, 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 no! God, I was stuck. I didn't mean to be stuck. Okay. That's good. I was a little more nervous, I guess, than I needed to be. Don't stand near that red lyrium. You'll become a deadly something or other, Fennec. Now I have red lyrium Fennec fur. I did that for your own good. You have no idea what a terrible beast you would have become. Hey, Duty, what's up, man? Aw, that sucks, Leshrac. Yeah, I understand why they do that with the isolation, but that sucks, man. My cousin right now is in a rough spot in isolation for similar reasons, and she has other pretty serious medical stuff, too, so my thoughts have definitely been with her. I feel like 2014 has been a bad year medically for a lot of people. At least with my family it has been. Just a lot of things where I'm just kind of like, man, I'm not going to be sorry to see 2015 get here. I got to be honest on some of that stuff. I saw it, Duty. I saw it. I didn't have a chance to really check it out in too much detail. You're going to be you have more to play of it, right? You have a lot more to play? Because I would definitely want to see you play more of that. You guys, I'm sure, already know him, about him, but if you haven't, you should be following Duty Calls, because he is a good streamer. Ooh. Wedge of Destiny. That looks pretty awesome. Nice. Wait a minute. Wedge of Destiny. Is that a Shield of Cheese? Anyway, yeah, but Duty, I would definitely love to see you play more of that. I'm sorry, did I just find a Shield of Cheese? Oh, god damn it. Why do they include it as armor? It's weapon. It's not a weapon. Alright. Wait, was that an actual shield? Did I just get an actual shield? Yeah, I remember that. I remember you talking about that, Lee. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Magical. Oh, man. I guess, yeah. But I still think they make you stay there too long. Like, it's fine to say get out of it quickly, but when it's not obvious as to how to do that. No, not armor, because in this game, for some reason, a shield is a weapon. Okay, where is this Wedge of Destiny thing I just picked up? Where did I get it? I don't know. Where is it? Maybe because I can't use it? Where? There it is. It's a wedge of cheese. This is an actual shield. A good and colorful item for those who have hardy constitutions. This shield formed when a dragon shed her scales and fragments wafted on the soft and flavorful breeze into a dairy farm. Wielding it, Sir Jacques de Monterey was unstoppable until he fought par marchand, or dishonorably. His wistful last words as he lay full of holes, it was he who had failed, not the shield. I have a shield called the Wedge of Destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, plus 6% bleed on being hit, plus 30% front defense, heal 15% of damage taken over 10 seconds. Here's all that you need to know. I now have a shield of cheese. I think I have achieved what I need to in my gaming life. Oh, nice, Derb. Right? Yep. GG. I picked it up and I thought it was just like a valuable or something, and then I'm like, wait, what? And then I thought it was a schematic. It's an actual cheese wheel. I wish you could equip it, but none of my guys can equip. Oh, wait, actually, I just want to see him for a minute equip it. Just because I want to see what it looks like. What? Oh my god! Oh, wait. Wait, come on. Wheel of cheese. Oh, man. That's precious. Oh, if only I had a sword and board character that I was using. If only. Oh well. Best item of the year, 10 out of 10. Yep. Shield of the year, would equip again. I'm so glad I came. I love how I just randomly came up here, too, to find it. this is an ocularum that's not working or something. I came up here and like just randomly is a plate of cheese, and right next to it is like the shield, the wedge of destiny. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Less awesome is the fact that I haven't been able to get... Wait a minute. Is the camp down there? Alright, well, you know what that means. You know what that means, people. The camp is down there. Whoa! I forgot I have an elk now. Oh, check out my elk. Yeah. My elk. Check out my elk. Yeah. That's badass. You guys like that elk, right? Just be careful not to hit those horns, though. I totally forgot I had gotten an elk. Don't want to close my eyes. Oh. Look at my elk. My elk is amazing. Such a blue elk. Alright. Holding Crestwood. Oh, it's not a big zone then. All it requires is just one camp, really? Wow. Interesting. I did not know that. Dwarven puzzle box. These puzzles serve as entity. You guys like my elk, right? I'm glad I got this cheese. Hollow. Girl, look at that elk. I'll work out. Girl, you know you like this elk. These puzzles serve as entertaining... Oh, God. Diversions for Inquisition soldiers, not to mention being useful for trade. Reward +1 power. Yes. Been working on that for a while, actually. Huzzah. Oh, look at that. He's like, I'm hanging out. Wow. Is that it? I need a Druffalo also. Druffalo soldier. Alright. This is interesting. The Druffalos are actually far more terrifying than anything else. Yep.
Rather fight bandits than demons any day.
Alrighty. That was all for my Druffalo skin. I needed that Druffalo hide. And I got it. Thank you. I will never challenge a Druffalo again. I faced those guys. They freaking tore me up. So yes, indeed, I use my fate. I actually want to see what my level 2 focus point is, though. It's going to be interesting to see. Meantime, let me turn in another requisition. Inquisition propaganda. It has been proposed that the Inquisition combat rampant rumors by allowing scribes to create high-quality books telling the truth of the Herald of Andraste. Definitely you need high quality. I believed a lot of the people who said that the Inquisition was bad. But once I saw the quality of that hardcover book, I knew they couldn't be bad. Can't trust the people who use paperbacks, you know. Alright. What other Inquisition propaganda do we have?
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What's up, Div?
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Longbow requisition in Crestwood? Already got it. Navaran longbows. A number of our ancients and messengers have gone missing while in the field. Outfitting them with quality Navaran longbows should ensure they're better able to defend themselves. Reward +1 power.
Did it. Got another one.
Word
What else?
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Okay. Obsidian survey. Oh, God. All right, well, I'll get to that when I can get to it. See, those requisitions, I just pick this stuff up when I'm going anyway, so that was fine. But I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, because I don't like fetch questy stuff. Okay. Good stuff. All right, I set up the camp. So now, let's see if I can get to Hawk here. Hardcover is clearly a sign of trustworthy. You know what I mean? You can rely on that. You see a good quality hardcover, you know what you got, you know? These ebooks, I mean, please.
We have a Ben Hasrath with us. A spy, an actual Canary spy. That doesn't strike anyone as a bad thing?
Says the Vint when we're fighting. Vince.
That's not a terrible point. Okay.
I like Dorian. That's... Alright, not a terrible point. Is that Vitar... That might be better armor for Iron Bull, actually. Nah, it's not as good. Not as good. Paperback swim pie. Paperback writers. I'm just joking, Div. I'm not gonna badmouth ebooks. As a writer, I don't care if you want to buy my books on parchment. Doesn't matter to me. As long as you're getting books and you're enjoying them, and I'm able to keep writing them, it's fine with me what you get them on. I may not be able to get up that way. This keeps up, I may have to use my elk. Can I buy her book in movie format? Hey, listen. One would hope, Fallen. Talk to the powers that be. Good to see you, Fallen. I'd like to... no one would be happier than me to see one of mine get converted. It could happen. I've had books of mine optioned for films before. And there's been discussion... Ooh, nice. I need obsidian. I've had... there's been discussion about... other movie possibilities, so... Although, the sort of unspoken truth about a lot of work is that for a great many books, tons and tons of books are optioned. Like, books that are published, a lot of books that are published with major publishers, are just almost automatically optioned by film studios, by movie studios.
Should be inside that cave.
Nice. And then in only a small proportion of them actually use... Only a small proportion of them actually use their own scripts. A lot of them are just taken from other books of the day. Sup, Hawk?
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the wardens should be at the back of the cave.
Okay. Let's do it then. I didn't actually look closely at that painting flat because I had seen it elsewhere. I'll have to check it again. Very nice, Div. Very nice. Well done. Very punny. Ugh. Ugh. Colds. Colds suck.
So they're the chargers and you're the bull. That's clever.
Worked that out on your own, did you? You have to keep the name simple so the nobles get it. They pay us to fight, not to entertain at tea.
That I'd like to see.
Anyone want to guess that this is not going to be as simple as just walking in and then there's a guy who's a friend? Right? Sticky notes and handwriting? Oh my god, it's Cthulhu.
Just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Todd, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
I like how I didn't even...
I'll take all the help I can get. I know the Wardens have troubles of their own. I wonder, though, might those troubles have anything to do with Corypheus?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawk slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power.
I like that dude's armor.
My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Maker, why didn't you tell me?
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. It starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Oh, wow, that's
Yes.
cool.
Likely because of Corypheus.
So he's pretending they're having a calling. Wow.
If the wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
So Corypheus isn't controlling them. He's bluffing them with this calling. And they're falling for it.
So the Wardens are making some last desperate attack on the Darkspawn.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next Blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future Blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Let's go.
I actually wanted to talk to you about some other stuff.
We should get to the ritual tower in the western approach as soon as possible, Your Worship.
No, first I want to investigate. After your dramatic exit, tell me about Clarel.
Clarel's the Warden Commander, right? What's she like?
She was a good warden. Once.
See you, Hilness.
Among those King Kalen reached out to before the Blight. She always resented missing the chance to help. When the calling came, Clarel stopped listening to the rest of us.
Strange volume issue.
Only magic could solve this problem, she said.
Do you think Corypheus is using the calling to control her?
It's hard to say. I have heard the whispers of the calling myself, but it's only noise, no words. Certainly no commands. Either way, the guilt is hers. She's Warden Commander. She should bow to no one's word but Weishaupt's.
What's it like being a Warden? I can't even imagine.
Been a long time since I was anything else. It becomes your life, searching out Darkspawn, killing them, ensuring no one ever knows how close they are.
Corypheus was in a Warden prison, right? So you must know something about him.
I know little, and that much only because of my relative seniority. Most wardens have never heard of him. When I suggested Corypheus might have something to do with the calling, the warden mages turned on me. I trained some of those wardens myself. If I knew any more of Corypheus, I would share it, Your Worship.
We'll talk later.
Interesting.
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach.
Okay. So that'll give us some information about the western approach. That's cool. But first, we've got to go drain a lake, people. So these people can go back to their environmentally friendly roofs with houses that have water inside. And regarding the calling. So many refuse to speak of it, but how can we know it? How can we identify it if we do not share it? The calling is not a source of shame. The song that whispers in the back of my mind is no evil upon my soul, but the mark of a life well lived in service of a greater good. If all things come from the Maker, then is this too not part of his plan? Could it not be a gift, a final haunting melody to send us into the afterlife with hearts opened? Could this not be his song? It scratches at my thoughts, this music almost a voice, at once unearthly and beautiful. I found myself humming it aloud a few days past. Where once it intruded, it now feels a natural part of my mind's course. It coils around memories I hold dear. Training with Sir Keller, riding in the moonlight, my mother's face the last time I saw her, and inserts itself into them, so that I could almost swear that music, that sense of a presence watching and calling, had always been a part of what I remember. This is what the senior wardens warned us of, I imagine. I should not find it beautiful. I must remember the corruption and recognize that my mind is slowly losing the wit to differentiate between this world and that which would consume and destroy it. I must. I can. I will tell the wardens tomorrow. I have seen their looks. They already know, I suspect. I will heed the calling and go to the deep roads to die with the dwarves, fighting as a Grey Warden should. But if I am to die after all I have given, can I not at least allow myself the pleasure of the song's beauty? The final pages of To My Fellow Wardens by Sir Marjorie Baron. Yeah. I love the fact in Dragon Age when you get converted over into being a warden, and only afterwards are they like, oh, by the way, you're going to die. In, you know, whatever, 30 years or something. Like,
Let's
oh,
go.
thanks. What?
Let's go.
Screw you, we'll go when I want. You don't know me. The Inquisitor. Banner of the Blind Men. This banner marks the cave as an outpost of the Blind Men, notorious smugglers who are known to sell slaves to Deventer. It is possible that the Grey Warden asked them politely to leave so that he could use their hideout, although the bloodstains on the wall suggest otherwise. It's funny. Ah, nice, Bowler. Good, I'm glad I'm a part of that mix. Happy to hear it. Okay. So, very nice, very nice. Return to Skyhold and scout the western approach. I will do that, but I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, I'm going to try to help these people out. I might as well do this en route, I guess, because... Still waters. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that's the naturalist is over there. Okay. Alright, let's pick up the naturalist and then I'll go back over here to the still waters thing. I don't know what that thing's supposed to be, the naturalist. Is that his Judith? He said jokingly. My power is much greater than you assume. You have no power here, Apples the Green. Hello, Druffalo. Whoa, Druffalo. Never really hurt, but I sure wanna go. Whoa, whoa, Druffalo. I think I'm gonna go. Come on, Lotus. Let's pick this up. I claim whatever this is. The pit in the pond. Pit in the pendulum. Three Trout Pond hides a sinkhole hundreds of yards deep. Darkspawn emerged from this and other caves to attack Crestwood during the Blight. The flood that wiped out old Crestwood drowned the blighted ones, and the excess water created the pond we see today. If the dam was not damaged, we would have never survived the Darkspawn. Was the Maker's hand in this? I cannot believe he would be so purposefully cruel to his children, flawed though we are. From the memoirs of Sister Vaughn of Crestwood. It's Aquamarine. You have no power here, Aquamarine Apples. Hey, Parker, what's up, man? Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the interview, by the way, Parker. I'm going to be posting it either today or tomorrow. And I appreciate it, sir, very much. And I will send off your payment as soon as possible. For those of you who don't know, Parker is the audio editor for the podcast I do, Speculate. And he's done a very good job with it, and we're very pleased with him. And we're trying to build our Patreon, so among other things, we can even raise his salary even further. So... Codex unlocked Arcane Horror. That's a new one. Wow. That Fade Rift went down real fast. That's about as easy a time as I've had in closing a Fade Rift. That was nothing at all. Wow. Not that I'm complaining. I have some power here. That's true. You have some limited power here. Amulet of Dexterity would be good for Sarah, probably. So I will check that out. Just collect this stuff, and then I'm going to equip her Arcane Horror Heart. Okay. Alright, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, amulets, hold on. Okay. Cooldown, yeah. I like the cooldown, but the Amulet of Dexterity is actually better. I think it's the color of phlegm. Oh, gosh. Linden Farm. Gotta go check on the naturalist over here. So what this is telling me is that this the 8 power zones, because they're easier,
Don't you ever bathe? Sometimes.
have easier Fade Rifts
You
too.
want to watch, don't you?
I'd rather stand upwind.
Human sweat smells like pork that's been sitting in the sun. Just saying.
You want to watch, don't you? Oh, I haven't seen one of these for a while. All right. Certainly I keep my random Dragonling scale collection in the roof of my barn. I mean, why wouldn't you? Alright, let's check up on this naturalist, shall we? Oh my god, you're not dead.
You chose a bad time to come knocking. Between the corpses and the wyvern, nothing here is safe. What I wouldn't give to get my hands on that animal.
I was told to check on you.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould. Fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
You farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking. Farewell, then.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell's going on here? Where the hell did you guys come from? I'm having a conversation, and then all of a sudden a wolf is like, I'm coming out of the booth! It's like, jeez, man.
Welcome again.
The game, I think the game has some trouble sometimes understanding inside and outside. I was walking past a hut earlier today, and some guy from the inside was like, a moment of your time, your worship. I'm like, how do you even know I'm out here? Seriously?
There's a wyvern causing trouble.
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gould's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
Until later.
Be safe.
I have to kill a cave wyvern, huh? Alright. Before I do that, though, we're going to do the Astrarium little thing. Haha, right. Smell of bacon. Alright, here we go. Astrarium time. What do we got? Oh ho ho. Alright, at least it's all local this time. Alright. Let's start with this one and work down here and then up to here. And then over to here, 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 up to here, down to here, and then up here. Oh, wait, I can't do that. That was dumb. Actually, wait. Nope, can't do that. Was the wolf huffing or puffing? Yeah, the wolf wanted to know what was going on. It's like, hey, what's up? Depends on whether the leftovers from downstairs are more delicious than Subway. I think Subway's okay, but it's not guaranteed to be awesome. And then down here, over here, and then up here, and then over to here. And then down here, up there, down here, up here, and then here, down here, over there, up to there, down to here, over there. Yeah. Kaboom. Get wrecked. Yeah, like Android Pesco's. This one was pretty easy. Constellation Silentier. Referred to as Silence in the common parlance, this constellation Silentier is historically attributed to Dumat, the old god of silence and leader of the ancient Tevinter pantheon. The depiction of the constellation, however, is often debated. Some depict a dragon in flight, while others, also the most common modern depictions, show a man carrying a horn and a wand. Some scholars believe these represented scales, which would point to this constellation being a supplantation of the elven mythal, but nothing indicates this to be more than speculation. From a study of Theodosian astronomy by Sister Oren Petrarchius. The ones are off in that direction. Okay. Alrighty, so I took care of the naturalist problem. Got the wormhole over there. We got the still waters over there. Another astrarium over there. Should probably go back this way and go around. Because where I am, it's not all that close to there. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the camp here. And then we'll go up and pick up... What we're going to do is we'll go to the camp, pick up the astrarium. I'll go over and deal with the wyvern. Then I'll travel to here. And then I might go close that last Fade Rift because there's only one more. And then I'll go to this camp over here and try to go this way to pick up the astrarium here. And finish up with still waters over there. So, all of that begins by going here. Travel. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. No, I wouldn't call Subway sandwiches delicious. I wasn't trying to say that. Subway isn't terrible. It's okay. I have to say though, you know, living in New York, when you guys have an honest-to-God deli sandwich from New York, like one of my favorite sandwiches now that I like is basically a turkey Reuben, which, in case you guys don't know what that is, basically a turkey Reuben is turkey breast, Swiss cheese, coleslaw, Russian dressing on a roll, or on rye bread, which I happen to like a lot. That is delicious. And when you actually get it from an actual honest-to-God deli, you realize how, like, all the Subways and the Quiznos of the world and, like, Blimpies and all that, they're just trying to get to what a deli has been at for a long time. You know what I mean? They're not really even in the same ballpark. Honestly. You want to try Primani Brothers? What's up, G-Man in Pittsburgh? Yeah, the deal is that I don't particularly like, I'm not a big red meat guy, except for, I do like hamburgers, but I don't like steak and roast beef I'm not crazy about, so that stuff I don't really, but I do like turkey a lot. Go around this way. Watch out, Iron Bull. No, 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 no. Get over here. Wise guy. What the hell? Alright. Is there like... This is a really, really awesome place to have the camera be difficult to see. God, man. Alright, forget that. Yeah, exactly. They're right, they're fast food, exactly. They're a fast food deli. Discovered Glen Morgan mine. This mine is oh.
Red Templars ahead.
They look serious.
Red Templars. Well, that is where I was heading, but... Where are these alleged Red Templars? They look serious. Where? First of all, let me randomly claim this place. The Guide of Falendin. Oh, Firehouse subs. I just saw a commercial for Firehouse subs. I don't know anything about them. Yeah, exactly. Falendin sought someone to be... And the other good thing about that is it means you support local businesses. And smaller local businesses is always a good thing. Oh my god, really, Lord Slop? Falendin sought someone to be his messenger and companion. The wind was swift, but Falendin refused to chain it. The people were loyal, but could not live where Falendin walked. Then the owl came to him and said, I am not cowed by darkness. Let me serve you who also has no fear of night. Falendin accepted gladly and took the owl as his servant, who thereafter helped Falendin guide the people through the passage of the Vale, from animals of the people as told by Alathan, keeper of Clan Tilanin. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, Potbelly. I have had Potbelly before. Jimmy John's is okay. I feel like Jimmy John's is just kind of an expensive, you know. It's alright. But, yeah, I agree 100% on... Well, there are these alleged Red Templars. I agree 100% on Potbelly. Hello, governors. How are you? Let me introduce to you... that you've heard for all these years. Static cage that locks you all in place. Da, 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 da. It's so fun when the AI doesn't know what it's like, wait, where am I going? What? Where? Ha ha ha. Ah, fun with Red Templars. All bunched up nicely. Honey bunches of oats. KFC just opened a place here, really? In Brazil. There was a KFC in my hometown where I grew up that I used to, at first I liked, and then they got disgusting, and that sort of put me off KFC in general. I do kind of like fried chicken, but I don't know. I don't love it. And we have a lot of chicken in my house. See, I'm fortunate now because, as I said, my mother-in-law lives with us, and my wife and my mother-in-law are both very good cooks. So a lot of times it's like, I could have an awesome home-cooked meal, you know what I mean? So under those circumstances, awesome home-cooked meal versus sort of cheap, crappy fast food. Although I will admit to an occasional interest in... I do sometimes like Taco Bell once in a great while. I will admit. Okay. Asterium. What's up, Spees? How you doing, man? Yeah, that's right, that's right. They got sold Yum brands. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Div, really? She fried it in lard. Oh, man. Oh, that's interesting, Hippo. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, here we go. So this one I can basically carry all in this one. This looks like it's going to be super easy, which means I must be mistaking something. I think we start here. Go here. We 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 go here. That was like ridiculously easy. These are a lot easier than the other zones. Constellation Chios, referred to... And by the way, in case people are wondering who haven't seen me do this before, this isn't just like fun with puzzles, although I actually do kind of like these puzzles. It's because when the astrariums are finished, they triangulate and reveal an area, like a cave or something, that has some incredible loot, usually. So it's worth doing for that reason if you happen to be nearby it. Doing well, Spees. Let's see. Referred to as Chaos in common parlance, the constellation Chios is thought to represent the old god Zazakel. These stars have often been depicted as ill omens. Thus, in the Tower's age, a movement within the Chantry sought to change the constellation to a representation of a dove. It did not gain traction. According to folklore, the priest behind the effort fell from a bridge and died shortly after Divine Joyous II made the decision against her. I maintain that this never actually happened and is nothing more than astrological superstition, from a study of Theodosian astronomy by Sister Oran Petrarchius. Okay, now there's one more astrarium left, but we're not going to deal with that now. First of all, we got that cave, and I think that might be where the worm thing is, so we'll check that out. And if it's not, then it'll just be a cool, awesome cave. Is that obsidian? Yes, it is. My last bit of obsidian that I need. Alright, I'll go this way. Oh, okay. There's a couple of ways I can do it then. Alright, obsidian survey and Crestwood done. I had encountered so little obsidian to that point that I actually didn't think I was going to be able to do it. So, not without going around and searching for it, which I wasn't going to do. I'm glad I came over here, because I would have missed some loot. Dat loot. Yeah, Cambridge Bot is still not here. I sent a message to Cambridge Bot, but I haven't heard back from him. Oh, I gotta check that out. I haven't heard back from him, so I don't know what the deal is. The thing is, what we really have to do, guys, is I have to get some bot. I have to get either Lawbot or Shadowed Mage's Arcanus Bot or something resident on my computer, so that if Lawbot is not working or if Cambridge Bot is not working for whatever reason, I know that if I'm streaming, I'll be able to use the bot. That just has to happen, because otherwise I feel bad, because I mean, these guys shouldn't have to have their computers perpetually on and connected to the internet just for our channels, you know. So anyway, let's see. Knight Templar Sturge. There's a small ruin in the hills above Crestwood. A tiny place, but it's old and elven, so leave no stone unturned. General Samson's orders. You've been told what to look for, so I expect to report once you're done. Once you're done, copy down any elven writing you see. Knight Lieutenant.